with our front end complete. We're moving on now to the back. It's getting kind of exciting. If you can see, our dog's really taking shape. But I want probably one of the most crucial points is this part of the outline. If this sags, or if it roaches up real bad here, it ruins everything. No matter how beautiful that front end or how gorgeous this rear end is, if that back is not looking level, it ruins everything. It does not look like the dog is strong through here. Because I mean, if you held this dog up and straightened that up, what a difference you can make. But he doesn't. So we got to figure out how to fix this. Most of the time, you never touch this. It's just one of those things that this hair is kind of like the front. It's very sacred. If you start taking hair out of here, it will fly up. And usually it's not going to be one of those cases where it protrudes a lot. Your section is almost always going to be right through here. From just behind the hip bones to just about 2 or 3 inches behind that dip is where we need to concentrate on. Now, this area has undercoat in it. It's got some volume to it. So how do we take that out? Well, this is another exception to our rule, in that in taking the volume out of this, if we come in with a thinning scissor, we're going to take a lot of guard hair. That's going to change the color. And of course, the judge is going to look right down on this area. So we can't take that guard hair out, or we need to take very little of it out. We're going to treat this just like we did this area, but without using a thinning scissor. We're going to pull up the hair, and we're going to take our fine tooth only, because this is kind of thinner up here as far as undercoat and whatnot. We're going to use this one and pull undercoat out like this. Again, starting just behind the hip bones and letting the hair come out of our hand. Now, I will almost guarantee you your dog will want to sit constantly. So this dog sitting is not anything new. They just don't like this. So if you can be as nice and as gentle as you can and not dig in, that would be very nice for your dog. And they actually may stand more often and for longer. But as you see, I'm going all the way across at about where the back rolls into the sides. So I would say it's about this line, if you can see that. And then I come through here. And I take this hair out. Once I get to that section that I wanted to get to, take my comb out all the excess hair, and look and see what I have. Already, what a difference. It's taken this down from here to here. Now there is one thing to keep in mind. On some dogs that have real thick undercoat, by doing this stripping motion, it can almost add volume for a few hours. I don't know why it does that. It teases the hair or something, but it can add a little volume. So just understand, if it looks like it's getting higher, obviously it's not going to be, because you're taking undercoat out. But I'm going to go through here one more time, because it's still a little higher, and see if there's anything left for me to take out of there. If you stop getting hair, don't go anymore, because then you're just hurting the dog's skin. But like this, I'm still getting more hair, so I'm going to take it out. comb back through. Make sure you get all that out. And there you have it. You have just created a good first impression when that judge sees that dog. Now that we have this nice and straight, you want to make sure some dogs on their tail will have hair that bunches up here. This dog actually is pretty nice. He has some hair here. You might want to take some out of that out, more than likely not. But some dogs will get a lump here. You treat it the exact same way that you did this. Just come in there, clean out your stripping knife, and you rake that undercoat out also. It's the same kind of effect. You don't want to use thinning scissors on there if you can avoid it. And just make sure that is coming off there just nice and neat. And that's gonna complete from head to toe that nice back.